there might be something to that demonic quality and eerie likeness narcissists all seem to possess, intertwined and woven with a darkness beyond just ordinary human flaws, to which its origin lies within the pursuit of the 7 deadly sins: pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth. The 7 deadly sins can be traced back to the depths of human history. These moral teachings used to guide individuals to righteousness, officially compiled as the 7 cardinal sins, believed to being the vices that would corrode the human soul. Gradually over time, this list transformed to what now most refer to as the 7 deadly sins that encapsulate the darkest aspect of human nature by narcissists refusing to acknowledge reality or facing who they are, devoting their lives to remaining in this permanent, perpetual state of denial of their true self so they can stay amidst their delusions of superiority and power, having no moral compass or moral framework to build off of, dehumanizing everyone else in existence, having zero regard for others' feelings, values, and beliefs, seeing others as nothing more than an object, manipulating and exploiting the weaknesses of others out of the selfish ambition to achieve dominance and control over all, to maintain their overwhelming false sense of pride and delusional belief of superiority, doing whatever it takes to remain on the top, ruthless and relentless in their greed for more power, wealth, validation, and control, exploiting others without remorse, using manipulation and deceit to obtain their greedy desires, their never-ending pursuit of material gain and status, to them equating as leverage that they can use to lure others in and idolize them on their successes, taking credit for others' achievements, ownership of their possessions, and attribute of their qualities, all the while demeaning their very character behind their backs with smear campaigns, as their insatiable greed erodes their capacity for empathy, willing to trample over anyone that gets in their way. And if but a mere potential of threat is detected in the air, that green-eyed monster of envy will not think twice to roar its ugly head, as there is no level too low in which they won't stoop, or limit to their coiled up, volatile rage that lies just beneath this carefully crafted facade won't go to defend the fragile ego of their false self, bestowing their unleashed wrath unto anyone who dare cross them or challenge them in staking their throne and becoming the dictator of a Fantasyland island. This wrath of disproportionate and irrational rage, often leaving their victims emotionally scarred with things that they will never unsee or unhear again, after partaking witness to watching them transform right before their very eyes, as if watching something inside of them take over, something much darker, something not human, their eyes becoming black with fury as they look at you blankly with a stare only in a way that a predator gives to its prey to signal them that it's about to be being won, followed by the sinister laugh that slips out behind the smirk growing across their face from the discovery of seeing the fear and terror that they've created welling up in your eyes, having no mercy, guilt, or remorse of any kind, as their hunger and need for validation in their power and domination being so insatiable and gluttonous, one's pain, suffering, and hatred towards them serves just as well as praise and recognition that they obtain when luring others in through the art of seduction. Their lust for validation, mistaken and misguided by manipulating others and conning them into believing they are something to that of an entirely different creature than the soulless, spineless, cunning creature that they truly are on the inside. This lust for validation leads them to exploit the vulnerabilities of others and feed off of their emotional energy, eventually leaving them depleted, drained, while the narcissist basks in their ill-gotten emotional reward, using them solely to stroke their fragile ego due to the cowardice and extreme insecurities of having to face reality or who they really are, that go beyond having a sloth-like mobility, more to that of a state of paralysis to any kind of responsibility or willingness and desire to accept any form of consequences for their behaviors and actions, as that would be to have to look at themselves and reality square in the face, denying their superiority. Their delusions, false sense of self, and Fantasyland Island would crumble, becoming nothing but dust in the wind. And well, they are not going to let that happen. Their overwhelming false sense of pride steps up to the plate to assure that their delusions stay afloat, and around they go again, forever spinning in this cycle of immoral chaos and insanity, living a lifestyle that's foundation is based off of nothing but deceit, lies, and a daily pursuit of sins, devoted forever, in essence, to doing the dirty work of the devil in order to continue fooling themselves so they can carry on with pretending to be God. And as hard as it is to accept or face, there is no way of breaking them out of this dark thread that they are entangled, consumed by, and have devoted their life into remaining in. They handed over their soul to the devil so far back, the devil doesn't even remember who these fools really are anymore. And well, whether or not it's to that of the work of the devil doesn't really make a difference, because evil is evil, and narcissists are committed to their evilness, totally devoted to their remaining avoidant of any type of reality or truth, and will stop at nothing to see to it that they win, come out on top, have their way, never get stuck with the blame or at fault of anything, always right, better than everyone, and seen by others as the victim or the hero. And well, fuck that, with a capital F. If they want to remain their life living in an induced state of psychosis by avoiding reality like the plague, so be it. Let those Fruit Loops swim around in their crock of insanity. It isn't worth your breath or your time. They are not going to change. They have no desire to. Best thing you can do is to face with radical acceptance the brutal reality of it all. Cut your losses and get as far away from these demons as humanly possible. Focus on you. Fuck the narcissist.